And welcome back to the Hot Lap as we are talking the Donnington fallout from what was a very exciting Donington weekend in the BTCC that saw three different winners, the title change during the event as well, and all sorts of flip-floppity stuff. We are going to get into it. It was, as I said, it was interesting. So, let's have a look at the first race, shall we? And it was all about Colin Turkington topping it. He didn't get pole. That was Josh Cook. Yeah, what on earth happened to Josh Cook? But it was a frenetic race behind. But Team BMW's Colin Turkington, he did sustain late pressure from the championship favourite going into the season, at least, Ash Sutton, after the latter had got by Josh Cook. But I think Josh Cook pretty much let quite a few people by. It was a horrendous race for Josh Cook, and it was interesting. It was Collington's fifth win of what has been a fairly solid season in terms of wins. However, in the championship, he's not looking as hot as he has been in previous years. And Colin himself said, he basically said, I need all the points at this stage. He said, fantastic race, probably my best win of the season. It's always tough when you've got Ash behind you. Amen, it is. He said, I knew it was going to be a super difficult race with Ash behind us following the safety car period. It was cat and mouse, but I gave my last push with 4 laps to go, and we had enough. Now, Jake Hill completed the podium to move back in the standings lead. Remember, it was Tom Ingram in the lead coming into this weekend. He too got by Mr. Cook, following Josh's just absolutely wild moments at Fogarty S's. It was almost like he thought he was on 2 wheels, not 4. So, Tom Ingram, though, he may have relinquished the championship lead, but he was delighted to recover to 5th, following what was heavy contact with Mikey Doble. Now, it could have been the end of the contest there, but the Hyundai recovered pretty much unscathed. However, race 2 was a bit of a different thing. So we've got Colin Turkington, Ash Sutton, Jake Hill, Josh Cook, Ingram, Morgan, Huff, Camish, Aaron Taylor-Smith, Sam Osborne. That's your top 10. And to finish it off, we had Aidan Moffat, Dan Zelos, not bad, finishing 12th in his debut, I was going to say F1 then, no, in his debut BTCC race. Chris Smiley, Roe Bottom, Mikey Doble, Tom Chilton, the 16th, Dow DeLeon, Scott Sumpton, Nick Halstead, and Andrew Watson, the DNF. Sadly. Okay, on to race number 2. And this was, Ash Sutton gets revenge on Colin Turkington. He claimed, and this was what I thought was fairly amazing. He claimed his second British Touring Car Championship victory of the season. And that was race 2. Tom Ingram retired, though, from the race. He was second with an overheating engine. Was it because he did try it wasn't really a dive, but really late braking, and then he whoopsie-daisied into the back of Ash Sutton? Did that damage his car? If so, it was shame on him. But there was a light rainstorm that threatened to upset a few tyre choices. But in the end, only Nick Halstead started the race with the wet tread on their car. He started from the back. Well, I guess why not? Now, race 1 winner Colin Turkington started from pole and led into the first corner. As behind him, Ingram dived inside the quite unlucky Josh Cook. Cook's rotor was then tagged by Adam Morgan. And it wasn't particularly good. But next thing that happened, Sutton got better traction, powered past the BMW of Turkington, heading and essentially claiming the lead. Didn't really look back at all. The leading trio stayed the same until lap 5. Ingram got a run on Turkington, used his hybrid to pass the winner before the Melbourne hairpin. However, he then gave Sutton a love kiss. So it was Ash Sutton, Colin Turkington, and Jake Hill, your top 3. Jake Hill, he had food poisoning here, so he was staying consistent at the very least. And then we got Josh Cook, Adam Morgan, Dan Rowbottom, Rob Huff, Aaron Taylor-Smith, Mikey Doble, and Sam Osborne. Sam Osborne. That rounds up your top 10. In 11th was Dan Camish, Tom Chilton, Dan Zelios in 13th, consistent, Andrew Watson, Chris Smiley, Scott Sumpton, Dow DeLeon, and then he had Nick Halstead, Tom Ingram, and Aidan Moffat, both the DNFs, both the retirees. So, what happened in race 3? Well, this was arguably the best race of the season. Why? Well, we had a Tom Ingram, now at this point, starting 19th, pretty much last, but he was not going to stay there. But it was Dan Camish who claimed his first win of the Touring Car Championship season, finally, in the final race of the weekend at Donnington. He started from pole with, I think he finished 11th, didn't he? So on the reverse grid, the Alliance Racing driver was never, despite the threat of rain, yeah, nothing really stopped him. But behind him, all eyes were on the Hyundai of Ingram as he produced one of the drives of the season. It reminded me of, I don't want to say the Ayrton Senna at Donnington because he did start 5th, didn't he? But it was a really solid first lap. It reminded me of the Japanese Grand Prix when Schumacher started last in '98 for the championship, and he ended up, before retiring, he ended up getting into 3rd about halfway. But in this case, Ingram had even less laps, didn't he? Starting on the back row, he carved his way through the field. Turkington even spun, but he managed to recover thanks to the safety car. Yeah, I felt kind of bad for Colin there. So completing it, it was Dan Camish ended up winning by 1.9 seconds. An absolutely amazing drive by Tom Ingram. It is a shame he didn't win it, but Dan Camish, hey, he got pole, he drove away, he stayed out of trouble, absolutely deserved. And it was Aaron Taylor-Smith in 3rd, Josh Cook, a solid result in 4th, Jake Hill again, a solid result, Mr. Consistency in 5th, Mikey Doble, Colin Turkington, Adam Morgan, Darryl DeLeon, and Sam Osborne. Why am I saying Osborne? That's basically your top 10. So let's then have a look at where everyone is going to be standing currently in that championship, shall we? So here we go. So Jake Hill, as you can see here, he leads on the points. Yeah, Jake Hill, I mean, somehow, some way, Jake Hill is absolutely still leading on the points. And it's Tom Ingram in 2nd. And there's 9 points between them, so not a massive amount. Ash Sutton, 296. Colin Turkington, I think he's closer than he was. Dan Camish again, so it has closed up a bit. Josh Cook, very much a bit of work to do. But once again, I still think with 2 rounds left, even Josh Cook has a chance, albeit an outside chance, at the championship. I can't help but think Colin Turkington is still within a shout of the championship. But if he loses any more points after now, the Silverstone round, I think it's going to be team orders come Brands Hatch. It's already team orders, I think, for anyone involving with Tom Ingram, because he's definitely the man at Team Hyundai. But Jake Hill leading, Ash Sutton again. I think team orders for him and Dan Camish in terms of any of their other drivers behind them. Obviously, again, just going to absolutely jump out of the way. But that's the results. I'm sure we'll have more BTCC news between here and Silverstone. We'll probably have a fallout on what all the drivers thought about what was an absolutely fantastic weekend in Donnington Park. And once again, Tom Ingram. Now, we know we like Silverstone. If he drives like that every race, who is going to stop him? I mean, Ash Sutton, the 2023 Ash Sutton, definitely win, the best car driver combination. But 2024 Ash Sutton with only two wins, I don't know. But it's going to be interesting, isn't it? It will not be boring. I cannot wait for the last 2 rounds in what has been arguably one of the most exciting touring car championship for years. So many different winners. I mean, we've got Jake Hill, a winner. Tom Ingram, a winner. Ash Sutton, a winner. Colin Turkington, a winner. Camish, Cook, winners. Rob Huff, a winner. Chilton, a winner. Ada Moffat, a winner. Ronan Pearson, who's sadly, a winner. I mean, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We'll speak to you soon. Stay tuned. Keep it up. If you subscribe, don't miss another BTCC video. We do other motorsport like Formula 1 and Rally. And we'll speak to you soon. Thank you very much.